Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. In this video, I'm going to show you how we can create configuration profile, which is going to simply disable or block the USB ports on the devices using Microsoft Intune, right? And before that, or before showing you how we can create that, I'm going to give you a bit context about it, why we should do it, and what are the reasons probably why you would like to do that, right? So there would be a number of reasons. The first reason could be because of the data breach, the data movement, copy paste of the data, and the people across the organization. If we keep that USB enabled on the devices, active on the devices, that means people are simply going to attach their personal USB drives, and then it is going to simply let them allow to copy and paste the device data. The second reason is going to be maybe if the USB drive has a malware content in it, right? And as soon as the device is connected to the USB, or USB is attached to the US device, laptop or desktops or whatever it is, then it is going to simply deliver that malware onto the device, and then that malware is going to be spread across the network or the devices, and basis on that it can impact the bigger data breach or the bigger situations, which is really not expected at all, right? And not only these two reasons, but there are many other reasons where why we don't want to let people use the USB drives on their corporate devices or on the company managed devices. And that is when there's a decision to make or disable the USB drives on the devices, right? So let's go ahead and start. So I'll show you how we can create that policy. And so currently you can see I'm here on Intune portal, and then under devices, and then by platform I'm going to select it for Windows, as I'm going to create a Windows profile, and then configuration profile, right? So from here we have simple option to go ahead and click new policy, select Windows 10 and later, and then we have two options here, right? So out of these two options, we need to select the appropriate option. Let me show you how we can do that, right? So from here we can either select template as well as from setting catalog. Now there are two ways. So one is going to be either device under templates, under device restrictions. So I'm going to show you this way, which is a template method, and for the other options I'm going to show you in another video, because there are two other ways to create, two different ways to create the block USB policy, right? So let's do that. So for now I'm going to go with the device restrictions and then create and give it a name, block USB ports. Similarly, you can give it a description as well, as per your requirement, or as you wanted to notify or understand this, and then click next. And here we see bunch of options under the configuration settings, but we are targeting, or we are just going to focus only one for now, and which is going to be the one here. Let me show you that one here quickly. Yeah, removable storage here. So this is set to not configured, and when we wanted to block it, that means we are going to simply select this option and then block it, right? So this way we are going to simply block the USB removable storage devices. Also, we have option to set up USB connection as well, and we can block that as well. So that way we can block everything, even if the user has attached their USB drives, it is going to not connect, as well as it also doesn't have the connection with the device at will as well. So if we set it to not configured, So it would have connection, but it would not have the read write operations with it, because we have disabled or blocked from here. And if we do the block on connection side as well, so it simply doesn't have connection, as well as it is not connected with the read write operations, right? So this is it. uh, this is the configurations or settings that we need to do in order to block the USB drives. And you see there are a bunch of other options and setting configuration that we can do, and that is different for different use cases altogether. And we are not going to do that in this video specifically, but definitely I'm going to make a separate videos on those topics as well, and then you would get the clarity on it, each of those, right? So yeah, that's all for this video. And also, I mean, that's all for this policy here, but next we have some steps to take. So under scope tags, I'm not going to add additional, so we have the default one. Under the assignments, I'm going to assign all devices for now. Then we can also target all users if in case we wanted to. If not, then we can select a specific group from this list instead of selecting all the groups or all devices. So I'm going to select all devices and then next. So under applicability rule, there are different rules that we can create, which is with the assign profile if and don't assign profile if. So assign profile if is going to, let's say, OS edition is this one, then assign profile, and don't assign profile if the OS version is, let's say, this one. I'm just giving some random numbers here, but we can definitely add some numbers. So this is not the correct number format, and that is why it has given this error. So yeah, the must be greater than the minimum versions. Okay, so this should be greater than that version. Yeah, so this way we can set up the applicability rules as well, so that we can define or decide where this policy should be applied, what actions should be happen, right? And the next is going to be our summary and review, where we can see what was the configuration setup that we have done for this policy or within this policy, and then we will come to know the real configurations. As you see, we have set up some configurations for removable storage and USB connections under the general section, right? So this way we are blocking USB drives by creating configuration profile with the device restrictions profile type. And let's go ahead and create this now. So perfect, this is been creating. Seems it is created now. So let's search for the policy here. I'll search for block USB ports. Perfect. So here's the policy, and you can see that policy is successfully created and is also assigned to this all devices group. So yeah, that's all for this video. If you have any questions or anything you wanted to know, please do put them in the comment section below. And yeah, please do like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.